Hello. Give me a second to confirm audio, folks. I think everything is good. I think everything is good. Man, this bass boat over there, I got everything ready for fishing, and it came. And let me tell you, last time, until all of the bass boats left the cove, I couldn't get any party going. And there was one bass tournament in the morning today, but the bass tournament ended. This boat there is not part of the bass tournament. But hopefully, yeah, I don't think he's coming. He came all the way to that tree, but turned around, I think out of respect, which my respect back to him, I appreciate that. He saw me all set up here. Anyway, let's put some baits in the water and we're gonna yap later. But first of all, before I put the camera down, look at this bank, folks. I keep repeating this, but I don't know. Look at this bank. Best fishing banks in United States. Tennessee. This is what we're gonna use today. I have some new rods today. We're gonna use the ugly sticks with the Daiwa reels instead of the Daiwa Rayogas, just to change it up a little bit. Same pack bait as always. Actually, this one has carrots today. I don't know if you can see particles of carrots. I use carrots, sweet potatoes, creamed sweet corn, anything sweet, any sweet veggie really, to mix up the cereal and the breadcrumbs and the bread, and a little bit of oatmeal too, but not too much. Oatmeal, you gotta keep it down to 25% if you want your bait to look nice. And the bait on the hook today is, you can see I got it everything ready here, gummy bears, which I chop up with the scissors, and fake corn. This is fake corn, rubber corn. And I chop up the gummy bears to be kind of similar size as the fake corn. So they look kind of, I don't know, they look kind of nice on the hook, two pieces. I don't know if same color or different color is better. If you have low visibility, different color might be better, so they can notice it, but visibility is excellent. I really like fake corn better than regular corn because it is soft. It's very spongy. So when the hook goes inside the mouth, the fake corn can get compressed and the hook can sink all the way into the meat of the carp, if that makes sense. It can sink all the way. The other one is exactly the same. I think even the gummy bear is the same. Now I don't like this gummy bear, is kind of transparent. I like the gummy bears that are not transparent. But I don't think that it matters very much. I have two in the water already. I did catch one carp. Beautiful fat 12-pounder. I don't start live streaming until I catch at least one fish anymore, because sometimes they're just not here. So full disclosure, I did catch one very fat 12-pounder already. These fish I don't know what they're eating in this lake, but let me tell you, they not hungry. Let's catch one and I'll show you. I'm gonna set you up pretty good today. There is no waves, no wind, no overheating. I don't know if I'm gonna catch anything, but I promise you the quality of the video and audio should be, for once, I shouldn't say that, but they should be for once good. I don't know. What do you guys think? How is that? Is that good enough? I think it's okay for now. Oh, let's cast these two in the water, and the other two probably need to be rebaited too. I don't have the beam in the top, so it's easier to cast, but I don't need to cast that far anyway, so I'm kind of casting the same way I used to cast with the beam in the top. Because if I go overhead, it's gonna grab my ultrawides on the front. I cast a little bit with the ultrawides on the front, but I didn't catch anything because the bluegill they're no more in the weeds. The bluegill are off the weeds. The bluegill are off the weeds into these just mega schools of thousands of fish. You can see them around the bridge, around the points. You can find a school of bluegill just enormous. Okay, let's put this one here. And it's kind of chilly. If you're wondering why this, it's kind of chilly, folks. The temps for today were 51 to 71. It don't feel like 71, even though there is no wind. I'm feeling some very nasty rubbing on this rod. I need to inspect the guides. Probably I have one bad guide somewhere with this nasty rubbing. I might have to replace a guide. These old aluminum oxide guides. It's maybe better now. Maybe if I just clean them. Because last time I fished them, it was these rods. It was summer. The summer you have a lot of algae. The algae dries up on the surface of the guides. When the algae dries, it's literally like sandpaper. You need a Q-tip and you need to wipe it off your guides with a Q-tip and some silicone cleaner. Let's gas this one a little bit. Man. Oof. That's good. Definitely far enough. Now this time of the year it can be tricky to find the carp because they start to go shallow again. In the spring they come very shallow, and I had trips here early in the spring casting 4 rods in the middle of the cove. By the way, I'm sorry if my mouth is, I need to check if my mouth is blue or my teeth are blue. I'm drinking this Knudsen blueberry, 100% blueberry, but from concentrate. So I guess it's not 100%, but it tastes good, and I'm told it's good for you. I don't know if it's good for you, but I can promise you it tastes very good. It is kind of expensive though, so I try to savor it. I will take a small sip. and then I will take a sip of water. But I apologize if you see some of that on my mouth. I've seen before. It will make your mouth pretty blue. Mouth, teeth, everything pretty blue. Me wipe my mouth with the towel before it touches the first carp. I should keep one towel that doesn't touch fish. But I was saying in the spring, I was here one day with the kids. Now I'm gonna show them how to pull the big carp, I think. And I go, nothing, 2-3 hours, not one fish. And I used to carry a 5th rod, which is a little bait caster. So I threw it like this towards the weeds over there, and just 15 minutes go, landed one carp. Then I took the one all the way on the left, and I put that over here, close to the weeds again, and it went. So all of the fish were on the bank by the weeds, and I was casting in the middle of the cove. And I had to cast like, it was very weird, 2 rods here, 2 rods there. Because the fish were on the bank, they were not on the middle. All of the food, the bank got warm, all of the food was there. But in the summer, they go in the middle because of better water quality. Maybe they still eat at night on the bank, I don't know. But they go in the middle. At least I catch them in the middle. As you can confirm, all of the videos, the rods are cast that way. But in the fall, the same thing starts to happen. They are coming and they are absolutely munching on something before the winter. They get their bellies ready to explode. The bellies are like this on these fish. I don't know what they're eating, but they're eating good. But when there is zero wind, fishing is very slow. Always, you need a little bit of breeze. So we may need thanks, buddy Murat. We may need some kind of chat going on. Huh? There's a rod. Let's see. Yeah, he here, but he doesn't feel like a carp at all. Why is this? Nothing here is normal. Oh no, I don't want to lose you, whatever you are. I'll take one channel catfish if I have to. Don't feel like a carp. I'm thinking, even though I've never done this on live stream, I'm gonna bet on a 4-pound channel catfish. Does anybody want to take this bet? Now this one is going down, that we just cast. Yeah, I'll put the microphone here so you can hear it. Yep, that one is going down now. See, the boat took off. Yeah, that one had a fish. Now he's slacking the line. Maybe I need to focus on the carp and let go of this channel catfish here. Yeah, let me set up the hook on this carp. Are you still here, buddy? Now the other one is going down. Unless it's tangled. No, it's not tangled. No, what's going on here? What is this? You see this? I don't know what's going on, folks. Something here is tangled. Something is not right. Something here is not right, folks. Let's land the channel catfish now. If he's still here. Oh, I know what happened. He went and he grabbed all of my lines. That's what happened. Not some kind of a secret. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. Either way, you guys gotta try carp fishing in the fall. Oh, wrong I was. Baby carp? What is this baby carp doing here? Well, I was right about the size. This rod has the same kind of rubbing noise. It's not that small. That's not a small carp. Well, okay, for carp it's small, but it's not a small fish overall. Are you ready, buddy? Are you ready? He took the same bait. I can see the fake corn at the edge of his mouth. I can see the fake corn at the edge of his mouth. He is beautiful. He has absolutely beautiful colors. I think we should have set the hook on the one who took off. Yeah, we should have set the hook. That one could have been bigger, must have been bigger. And this here is nothing. Kaka! I've never had one jump out of the cradle. Cradle is... Having a cradle, folks, is so good, so helpful. Makes your life so much easier. I don't know how to do this, folks. My gloves get very stinky from carp. There you go. Beautiful catfish bait. If you want to chop it up, I'm not one of these people that will say, why are you cutting carp? Small carp, there is so many of them. You can use them for whatever bait you want. I don't think it's bad for the fishery. I don't think you're doing anything bad for the ecosystem. You can use small carp for bait. Just don't do it in England, or they're gonna lynch you. Carp is something special in England. In a lot of countries, in Asia too, I think in Japan, carp has very high reputation. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing. See, the fake corn stays here forever. That's actually not even from today. This fake corn, and I didn't fish with these rods for a few months. This fake corn has been here, is sitting here probably, I don't know, since July is the last time I used this. I just put a fresh piece of gummy bear. Orange is my best flavor. I personally don't even eat orange. They need to make pineapple gummy bear or sweet potato gummy bear, but the kids don't eat those, and they're made for kids. But you'll see now. I don't know, I'm gonna put the red one, strawberry. The red one, for some reason, doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Strawberries, everybody's catching this carp with the strawberry jello. Everybody. But for me it doesn't work. All I catch is channel catfish. Yeah, I need to inspect the guides on both of these ugly sticks. There's something wrong. The line is going too grippy and it's just something is... Oh! Forgot to open the bail. Very embarrassing. It happens all the time with when I'm talking on the camera. The same thing happened with when I was with Richard Jean. Right here. I'm talking to him and casting. It's very distracting. Very distracting. Man, I wish I lost this one, not the other one. The other one had a very nice method feeder. This one, even the... Okay, fine, I'll put a new piece of gummy bear. I'll put a new piece of gummy bear, but... Oh, man. That's why, folks, imagine I'm just fishing here. It's not something stressful or important. But that's why you should be very careful when you're driving and talking on the phone. It's very distracting. Okay, this one is ready to go while we prepare the next. This one is ready to go. Hey, let's open the bail this time. Let's open the bail this time. Let's open the bail this time and do it right. Oof! Man, goes so much farther with the bail open. Okay. Let's see if I even have another method feeder ready. Because I used to. I did some other rods and I used all of my pre-tied method feeders. Let's see what we have here. Technically correct. Well, I said all the bad words too, but with inside voice. With inside voice. You just didn't hear them. Let's see if we have... Oh no, we're good. See, one baggie here. One baggie. Yeah. Ow! More bad words coming out of my brain right now. Okay, this one has size 2 hook. Oh. We're gonna pull the big guns now. Rarely I use size 2 hook. This was supposed to be used in Dale Hollow. Man, how did the line come off from all of the guides? How did that happen? The line fell off all of the guides. Okay. Let's do this right. Maybe it is a good idea for the bail to flip like on the Shimanos. At least on the big reels, not on the ultralights. But when the bail flips, you can kind of hear it and your brain gets conditioned to hear the click from the bale. Yeah, this guide is definitely, my first guide is not very smooth. I'm hoping it's just algae. I'm hoping it's just algae. Now let's cut some line anyway. It's good to trim some line. I'm gonna cut only 1 foot though, not too much. Leave this here for a second. Oh no, the garbage can is right here. I got everything ready this time. Go. Okay. Yeah. So we just get the ready rig and I tie a uni knot. I use uni knot for everything. But when I do this, I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Usually I don't do 6 coils, but here I do 6 coils. And you gotta trust yourself. If you have confidence in the quality of the knot, don't cinch it. Okay? I heard Randy the trout magnet man say that in a video one time. That's so true. Don't cinch it. If you cinch it all the way to check it if your knot works, if you cinch it, I'll put the red color here. Let's see yellow and red if it will work. If you cinch it all the way just to check if it works and you gotta test it, I guarantee you 30% of the life of this knot is already wasted just from you cinching and testing it. You burned the line already. Let the carp burn the line. Because the only way to test it is to kind of really burn the line to make it really tight. You gotta burn the line. When you really tighten it and cinch it, you're burning the line. Just trust yourself. If you know what you're doing, the knot is good, especially if you have 6 coils. 6 coils are not gonna come undone. Take it easy. It hurts me to tell you folks, but there is already 4 or 5 feeders over there, and it's not that fish broke me off. It's not that fish broke me off. 4 or 5 feeders in this lake. Spool is open. Spool is open. I'm gonna start saying that. Spool is open. The bail is open. It's not because the carp broke me off. It's because I keep casting without opening the bail. Oh my goodness. Too far. Too far. Yeah, you can have a PhD in engineering and you can still forget to flip the bail. I don't care how smart you are. You start talking to people. Now somebody told me to create Discord. Are you guys using Discord? I don't know if my audience is using. I can create Discord, but I don't know if my audience tends to be older than me. I'm already at the age of too old to care about new discoveries. No matter how amazing they are, I care less and less about new discoveries and improvements. If I create Discord, and I leave a link in the live stream in the description below, everybody who joins the live stream will be able to talk to each other. You're gonna need an admin to kick people because you always get trolls. So you gotta keep it clean. But it would be nice if everybody who is watching, if we could talk without typing. That would be nice. I think we put 3 fresh baits in the water. Let's put 4. That's the only one we haven't done. And I think it bit as well, or if it didn't bite, the carp that ran sideways pulled it out. So let's rebait this one. I know most of you are not into carp fishing, but if I do have anybody who is carp fishing, by the way, look at this. This is why you should rebait in United States at least once per hour. When I was carp fishing in Bulgaria and in Europe, these people, they can wait 6-8 hours without rebaiting. That is very stupid. Because the whole bottom can be beautiful and you have one piece of grass on the bottom and you can throw right on top of that piece of grass. In my experience, when the carp is there and the conditions are good, like we got some breeze now, this should improve the bite. The boats left. When everything is good and you have carp there, it takes very little time for them to find it and eat it. In my last live stream, I put the first bait in the water, I grabbed the second rod, and the first bait took off. In my previous live stream, go check it out. Not in an edited video, in a live stream. By the time I throw the second rod in the water, the first one took off peeling drag. So what's the point of waiting 8 hours? Obviously, either there is no fish there, or there is fish there but your bait is stuck behind a rock or on some piece of grass where the fish cannot reach it. It's just pointless. 1 hour at most and you have to rebait. And if you know the fish are there and they're active, even less than an hour. Like if I'm getting bites on this one and this one, but the one in the middle for 45 minutes hasn't had a bite, it's not in a good spot. It's just not in a good spot. You can take it out and throw it on what you think is exactly the same spot, but it will fall 5 feet to the left or 5 feet to the right. But that's all that they need sometimes, because maybe 5 feet to the left is a soft bottom where fish feed, and 5 feet to the right it was rocky, and carp doesn't really eat from rocky bottom. You need soft bottom. I don't even know if they eat from sandy bottom. Sandy is probably okay. Best is soft, muddy bottom. That's where they feed. All right, let me sit down for a few minutes now. Everything is in the water. Let's catch up with a few questions. Hopefully we don't wait too long for a bite. Everything looks good now. We have a little bit of wind. Water clarity is perfect. Water temperature is 65. Air temperature is 65. I mean, it's like California weather here without the Californians. Brian Nordberg, glad to see you too, buddy. My buddy from California sent me one picture this morning from California, from Minnesota. Sent me one picture of some CAG member landed some 37-pound carp yesterday on one lake close to him. This lake has very fat, the body build of the carp is incredibly athletic. But I haven't caught even one over 20 pounds. I don't know how to understand this because the 20 pounders that I catch look in excellent health. They look like a person in their 20s, in their 30s. They don't look old at the end of their life. If fish in its prime is already 20 pounds, there has to be 30 pounders here. Unless, I don't know how old this lake is, unless carp got here relatively late. If carp got into this lake only 10 years ago, then you can have young 20 pounders and no 30 pounders. I don't know. Or if all of the fish died, if there was a fish kill or something 10, 15 years ago, and all of the fish died. Something like this. Python dead. I appreciate that, buddy. My gloves are not as popular as I had hoped, even though I'm getting like 100% positive feedback from the people who bought them. But I can't get people to give them a chance. People are just not used to fishing with gloves. I don't know why. How else do you fish in the summer? You put nasty, greasy spray on your hands, and then all that greasy spray goes into your rods and stuff. Even if you put, there we go. Let's set a hook. How long since we put this one in the water? How long since we put this one in the water? Why wait 1 hour? All right, let's do a bet. Does anybody want to do a bet with me? Let's do this bet. Send me, let's say, a $10 donation and pick one of the 4 rods. Pick one of 1, 2, 3, or 4. And that rod is yours for 1 hour. Okay? That rod is yours for 1 hour. If I catch a 15-pound carp, you get $20 of, I'm gonna give you $20 of store credit. If you catch a carp over 17 pounds, $30. If I catch a carp over 20 pounds, you get $100 of store credit. And if I don't catch nothing, you just gave me a $7 tip, because YouTube actually takes $3 of the dollars. They take too much, man. They should take 10-15%, but they take like 25 or 26% of the donations. It's, if you want to give somebody money, YouTube donations is not a good way to do it. You should just send them PayPal or something like that, because YouTube takes like 25 or 26% of the money for nothing. Now this is a bigger fish than the last. I'm still hating on the guides of these ugly sticks. I thought they should clean up by now, because it's wet and there is no algae now. Did he grab on my line? Yeah, he did. He did. He did. He did. Are you over or under, buddy? Are you over or under? I don't know. Yeah, this is a nicer fish. I mean, every time I fish here, I catch at least one fish over 15 pounds. Sometimes two over 15 pounds. Sometimes they're over 17, they're almost 20. But they're never over 20. They're like the one that I actually put on the scale was like 19.75. But there's gotta be 20s here with so many fat 20s. Even this one, we'll see. This one so far is doing well. Hey, what kind of is this the one that on which I put the strawberry gummy bear, yellow and red? I think that's the one. That's the brand new one where we cut and retied. I think that's the one. Yeah. See, we just broke it off. Now it's freshly tied rig. No, this one. No, I don't think it's over 15. It's a good carp though. Good carp with a good fight. Gugu, come here. Come here. Oh, come on, buddy. It's over now. Now let me tighten. It's over now. Yeah, man, he's perfect. He's perfect, but he's not 15. Oh. Yeah, he's perfect, but not 15. Let me see if I have a scale. Hey, I don't know if somebody... If I don't have a scale, the bet is off. Well, it will be difficult to make the bet off. Hopefully, let me see if I have a scale that works, because my scales just never work. They just never... Take it easy, bro. They just never work. Yeah. Oh, that's the size 2 hook. Yeah. No problem with the size 2 hook. Let me check a few things here. Oh, we got some sunshine now. Man, it's gonna be a good day with a good live stream. Let me see something. Give me a second. Let me use this one. The Chinese one works so much better than the Berkeley. Berkeley, I don't know what's wrong with that scale. It just doesn't work. 0 pounds, 0, 0. I don't know, let's weigh this one with... Let me weigh just one, I want to make sure. Let me weigh just one. Just to give you some kind of an idea. And an idea for me too. Easy, buddy, easy. Easy now. Okay. This specific fish is 12.45. 12.45. Let me show him to you. 12.45 with the net, beautiful healthy carp. Let me see the net alone. Okay. Let's weigh the net alone. No, not buy, just restart. Man. These scales, I don't know why it's so difficult to find a scale with good interface. It's not about the scale, it's about the interface. 1.00. So that carp was 11.45 ounces. Kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense to me. We got this one now that we just cast. He's playing with it. He pulled, but it came out of his mouth. I think so. I think so. Where can I put this one to be kind of out of the way? Okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, let's put this one back in the water. If it had strawberry, let's put back strawberry on him. And let's put back strawberry on him. Some pack bait. Couple of hits already, not too slow. I love doing these live streams. I love it so much, but I can't get them to help me in a meaningful way, because they don't get, they're naturally gonna be very long. Minimum, the shortest one will be 2 hours. So they're not gonna get many views. But I did waste my day today. So you can do a crappie video or a bluegill video, or you can do and get like a 1500 views, at least in the first 3 days. After that, it depends. Or you can do a carp video. You don't have to edit it. flip the bail, open the bail. You don't have to edit the carp video, but it gets only like 500-600 views. So the return that you get for the bail is opened. The return that you get for one of your fishing days is just lower when I do a carp video. But carp fishing in United States, folks, it's picking up. It is picking up. And I want to build my carp viewership little by little, because I'm sure that one day carp fishing in United States will get very popular. You cannot believe it, but it will get popular. It will get popular if for nothing else, just because everything else will be exhausted. I mean, the fishing pressure here for bass and crappie is insane. You can still catch bass and crappie, but all of the boats are competing for these fish. And they're spinning circles around this cove every single day. I don't care, Monday or Tuesday. There is so many retired people, everybody has money. Everybody seems to have money. I don't know. Everybody retires with a boat and nothing to do. They spin circles around this cove every single day of the week. It's a popular lake with several good-sized towns around. And these banks, how can a fish live on the bank here in these weeds? If this bank gets disturbed by boats 3-4 times a day, how can these fish nest? How can they feed? It's difficult. And at the same time, if enough people see these videos, at the same time you see people pulling 10-pounder after 10-pounder after 10-pounder, and they can be in the middle of the lake, in the middle of the cove. Like, nobody is keeping the bass anyway. Why are you fishing for bass all day if you're not keeping the fish to eat? Like, sooner or later, mathematically, it will dawn on people that is it better to fish all day and catch 3 1-pounders and 1 2-pounder, or catch 7 10-pounders, 1 15-pounder and 1 18-pounder? The same amount of time. Even if you're talking about Facebook pictures, who wants a Facebook picture with a... I'm talking about average. Most of these bass boats that spin around catch nothing. Catch a few dinks all day. Sure, somebody will catch a 7-pounder. This lake has, I'm told, even 10-pound largemouth. Even on tournaments they catch them. But come on, be honest. Most people catch nothing. Most people catch a few dinks on average. And that's on average. And let's be honest too, very often you go out bass fishing and you don't catch jack. you don't catch jack. If you went out with the wrong lure, very easy to catch nothing. If you went out with the big swim baits or those metal clankers, yeah, sure, if you have some big fat aggressive bass, yeah, they're gonna eat. These big lures, it's difficult to find the big bass to eat it. Can I sit down a little bit? Because people don't go bass fishing like me with the 2-inch Kitex and the tiny baits. B. Hi, B. Nice one. Wow, BK from Germany. Thanks, buddy. Carp fishing is very popular in Germany too. Everywhere in Europe, they have the carp tournaments. One time, let me tell you, one time the World Carp, let me see if this is good here. The World Carp Championship. Yeah, it's like the World Series, but for carp fishing. Except that all of the world actually participates. Every country sends one team. It's very heavily contested, the World Carp Championship. Not like in baseball. How arrogant World Series between the Mets and the Yankees. That's a World Series, bro. Hate to break it to you, bro. That's not all the world. But the World Series in carp fishing was in downtown Chicago, in these dirty, nasty canals. You can cast across the canal if you want. You don't even need that good of a rod. But the canals are 20, 30 feet deep because ships go through them. Not ships, but let's say boats. And the most important thing is not much to eat in these canals, but when the doors open, not the doors, but whatever, what are these things called that connect Lake Michigan and the canal? When these things open, big carp from Lake Michigan that is stuck around these marinas and all of that stuff, big carp enters these canals and is stuck there forever. And these canals they're smaller than this cove here, have 20 and 30 pound carp. And it's full of them. And these people had like a 3-day tournament or 2-day tournament, I forgot. And for 2 or 3 days, I mean, they caught folks some stupid amount of carp. Like the first place was like 1,800 pounds of carp. Second place, 1,600 pounds of carp. Just stupid amount of carp there. And they're all 15, 20 pounders, 30 pounders. Crazy. And you're fishing downtown. If there is no boat traffic, it's very enjoyable. But if there is boat traffic going over your lines, it can be annoying. Now those carp over there, they don't care about boat traffic. It's annoying for the angler. Those carp don't care because you're fishing 20 feet deep. So it's not a problem. But here, you're fishing only 8-10 feet deep, and if you're 8 feet deep and a boat goes on top of you, you're gonna see the shadow of the boat. You're gonna feel the vibration from the propeller. It's more spooky here, but it's not a problem over there. I think we actually here in the United States probably have the best carp fishing in the world. To tell you the truth, I think we have the best, at least public water. Yeah, private lakes, that depends. But here you can go in public water, catch 30 pounder, not a problem. 40 pounder. You don't have to drive in any state. You don't have to drive very far. Oh, man, beautiful weather, beautiful everything. Got a couple bites, but it's kind of slow. What else is going on, folks? 18 people. You should try fishing for carp in Tennessee. How to reply to this? How to reply to Andre Walkony, who says you should try fishing for carp for cap. For cap? What is cap? Did you mean carp? I'm in Tennessee, buddy. 3G Craftsman. I get for one thing that is kind of very positive if you have a YouTube channel. When I do these live streams, in the comments I see people that I don't recognize from my regular comment section when I do my regular ultralight fishing videos. So I do reach new audiences with the carp. Yep, nice view, I agree. One of the reasons I'm doing this live stream here is the good background, because people just enjoy. They can watch this and listen to me. It's easier. Now, if I turn the boat around and fish the main lake, let's say I park the boat over there and I cast towards the middle of the lake, which I can because it's very shallow. This cove here is a river channel that goes that way. We're in a river channel here, goes that way. And over there it's like 20 feet deep. But this way there is no river channel. And this point is the beginning of a very shallow, vast flat. From here to the next cove, folks, which is good half a mile down, it's one huge flat that's like, I don't know, maybe 500-acre flat. It's a huge flat. And there's gotta be carp everywhere there. But if I point my camera like this, I just think it's less appealing. And okay, let's be honest, it's more difficult to catch a carp somewhere there in this big open water. Where to cast first? Even if you catch one carp, you cast right back there, you're not going to catch a second, because that was just an accident. Too much open water. How can you find them there? But here in the cove, because it's so shallow, if they come from the main lake using the creek bed, oh, there we go. This one is bending. Yeah. Yep, he's compressing. He's compressing. Yeah. Live stream, folks. Yeah, let's check it out before we lose him. So in this cove, I kind of control the. I know if they come from the main lake, they're gonna use the river channel. You cast a few rods in the middle of the river channel, and you're gonna connect with some carp if they come into the cove at all. Man, this one, you guys didn't take me on my bet. $10, you pick a rod for 1 hour. Over 15 pounds, you get $20. Over 17 pounds, you get $30. I think this one would have paid at least $20. This one feels very steady. You guys can't see the line. No head shakes at all. The best feeling in carp is no head shakes. This one is very steady, folks. I'm gonna take my time with this one. I'm gonna take my time with this one. Usually the smaller fish, I can tell it's less than 10 pounds. I don't care if I lose it. And I don't want to waste too much time. I yank on them a little bit more. I lose them, but it was a calculated risk. It was a calculated risk. I didn't care if I lost him, but when I feel a heavy fish, I take my time. I don't want to rip the hook out of the soft mouth. Come on, buddy, just go left or right. Don't stay there. I don't like that. Go left or right. Go left or right. We cannot land you here in front of the. Usually I don't have to tell them. They always run back to the main lake. Then I stop them, then they go into the weeds. That's always the route. First they dash for the main lake and then for the weeds. And this one is going that way too now. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah, in a cove, you know where to cast. If you want to try shallow, you cast close to the weeds. Otherwise, you cast in the middle, in the channel bed. The channel bed is full of sediments, all kinds of food there. Yeah, this rod is so much smoother than the ugly stick. So much smoother. The guides are cleaner maybe, I don't know. The reels are exactly the same, even though they're different color, but the line roller is the same, the gears are the same. It is the same reel. But the rods, this is Shimano Terramar 7'0" medium heavy. Amazing carp and catfish rod. Amazing. It casts a mile even though it's only 7 foot. Okay, we are in the clear now. We clear from all the lines. We can enjoy now the fight. Steady, folks. He is steady. Now I have a bass boat coming my way again. Just stay out of here, please. The bite is good. Give me 2 more hours of joy. It's Sunday. Tomorrow I have to work again. The contractor is coming back to finish my attic. Just let me enjoy fishing in paradise for 2 more hours. Yeah, Shimano Terramar or Quantum Myth. Quantum Myth is a total rip-off of the Shimano Terramar, but a curious case where the rip-off is of higher quality than the original. I can tell you Quantum Myth, which I saw at iCast, is a higher quality rod than the Shimano Terramar, but costs exactly the same. That's why it's not cheaper, because they put higher quality blank. The blank is higher quality, and they put higher quality guides. And you might not agree that which is higher quality, but I'll tell you that they're more expensive. The market price of the blank is higher, and the market price of the guides are higher. This rod has a good blank, but the guides are just steel with aluminum oxide inserts. The guides are nothing to write home about. Okay. The only thing I like is it's a single-footed guide. No, it's double-footed, but how to say? Single direction. Both feet of the guide are this way. On the ugly stick, you have 2 feet here and 1 foot on the front. 3 feet guides. Okay, yeah, extra strength, I get it, but now it's so heavy. It's like you're holding a broom in your hand. And this one, you retain some kind of fun. Oh no! How is that possible, man? What happened here? This fish is much smaller than my expectation. Now it's a gorgeous fish, but man, I thought this was a 15-pounder, folks. I apologize, folks. I misled you. I thought this fish was a 15. I don't know how. I mean, it was steady. It was pulling. I thought this fish was a 15 freaking pounder. Man, catching bluegill all day made me completely off the mark, folks. Wow, he ate this fake corn kind of deep. Hey, which flavor did we have here? I think it was a fresh piece of orange. At this point, I don't think it matters. But yeah, the fake corn is sitting here to give it something to suck, because carp has to suck at something. They don't have to suck at something. Sometimes they suck only mud. But if there is nothing on the hook, he cannot suck the hook into its mouth. That's the problem. When you have a piece of corn, now you allow him to suck the hook. And the soft corn compresses and allows the hook to sink all the way during the fight. And the gummy bear is here for some flavor and color. I don't know what else is in the gummy bear other than sugar. What do they put in gummy bears, folks? Sugar, flavor, jello. Yeah, look at this beautiful hook bait. Let's see how long before somebody comes up with this idea on YouTube. People come up with these ideas from my videos all the time. Let's see how long before somebody decides this is a great hook bait and makes a video about it. Okay. Yeah. This is what I'm throwing. 3 carp so far. Not a hot bite, but let's be grateful. It's better than nothing, right? The bail is open. The bail is open. Forward we go. Ovale! My God, look at this. Look. Take it easy, brother. I'm just lobbing them way out there, folks. All right, that one is done, ready. Man, I really want to show you the fish with the net and release it so I don't touch it. But that's kind of disrespectful. You guys are coming here to see a fish. And I waited 20 minutes to catch a fish. And when I did catch it, I didn't show it. Now this, look at this carp. Gold, beige, and red. Small fish, but in perfect health. Look, not one scale missing anywhere. Beautiful fish. Now let me wipe the slime before I use the towel. Do we need to rebait any rods, folks? How are we doing here? Let me loosen this line a little bit. I told you I don't like tight line. I don't fish with tight line. I want slack. I want slack. Man, this net looks worse and worse. This net looks worse and worse, folks. Bigger and bigger holes. Man, the weather is just absolutely amazing right now. It would be fantastic if it could stay like this. If it could stay like this all year. Okay, let me sit down just a few minutes. Oh, too low. Let me raise it up a little bit. How is it now? Looks better. Oh wow, we're getting some sunshine. That's what you want in the fall. You want the sunshine. The best bite comes when you get some sunshine. Well, you need some ripples of wind also. I don't like completely slack water. Just never do good. Crappie, catfish, carp. When it's completely mirror surface, I just don't do good. Let's see what's going on with the chat. Fish on. Well, I already ordered, I just bought the Vanfort, the 2024 Vanfort. I was waiting for the 2000 size, and the 2000 size was released a few months later, because I believe they used different bearings or different grease in the 2000 size. That's why it was released later. They want to make sure when I get it, I don't bitch about it. That's my secret theory about this. So it's coming here Monday or Tuesday. I have to fish it a few days. So give me 1 week from Monday or Tuesday, and I'm gonna make a review about it. But I saw the Russians disassembled it already, so I can kind of see the parts inside. They did some Daiwa business inside. They did some Daiwa business. I think they got annoyed that I made this video, I don't know, about replacing the plastic bushings with bearings. And they went out of the way to prevent people from installing bearings in this reel. They specially created stuff so you can't put bearings there, but on the expensive reels they do put the bearings, but it requires special part. You can't just replace bushing with a bearing anymore. That's intentional. So if you want a bearing there, you have to buy the Vanquish or the Stella on purpose. On purpose. Yep, Dobrich, I get it 100%, buddy. I feel the same way. I didn't go to some places in downtown where I know I can catch fish just because it's too irritating to deal with the traffic and with the parking and everything. I get it completely. This is why I like this spot and this kind of scenery. Yeah, it's hard to enjoy fishing with a bunch of kayaks around you. These kayaks, man, they have become such nuisance, and I'm gonna say nuisance so I don't say something stronger. There is no hiding from these kayaks anymore, even in these creeks. You go trout fishing and you're casting and you think you're kind of in the wild, and there goes this kayak sliding. You're thinking there's no boat ramp, there's no boats here, I'm here all by myself. No. The 2023 Daiwa Legalis 1000 is no longer available. What should I buy instead? Well, there is no substitute for that reel. There are reels that are very nice, but different. For example, I'm telling you, I really like the 2022 Shimano Sahara. I love that reel, even though it's so much heavier than the Legalis. It's heavier, but it's stronger. You can double duty for bass from time to time. Hell, even for carp. And it's so smooth and quiet, and the quality is consistent. I've never heard of anybody tell me that their Shimano Sahara wasn't perfect. While Daiwa sometimes, even Shimano Vanford sometimes has issues, but the Sahara, because it's simple construction, seems to be always perfect. You can put bearing in the line roller, and that's all you need. Shimano Sahara is amazing option, and then if you the old Ultegra, there is no new Ultegra. There will be a new Ultegra soon, but the Ultegra is another very nice reel. The Miravel, I don't talk about it because it costs the same as the Ultegra, and I think the Ultegra is the better reel, because the Ultegra and the Miravel are completely different reels. But Miravel is a carbon body Sahara, so also good reel. Between the Miravel and the Ultegra, the difference will be what is on sale right now. Around holidays, around these holidays, you're gonna get some good deals. If you see one of them on sale, they're all good. I don't recommend any Daiwas before the Luvia, cheaper than the Luvias though. From from Daiwa you can buy the Fuego or the Exceller or the Legalis. That's all Legalis. But after the Fuego, all of these Daiwas, I don't like them. Procyon or MQ, MQLT or whatever. From the Legalis, the next Daiwa I would buy would be the Luvias or the Presso. I need to rebate, I think, that rod. It's been a long time. Even the first one over there, I want to rebate it. It's been a while. I just don't think that it's cast at a good place. Should have had something by now. Look at this bank now with a little bit of sun. Look at this bank. Oh, there's another one on this. Did I hit it somehow? I don't think I hit it. There's another one here. Put the microphone down because there is wind now. Yeah, we don't have no pack bait and we don't have no gummy bear. They're protesting the lack of gummy bear, I believe. So let's put a fresh flavor of gummy bear. What flavor to put? Let's go with yellow. I don't know what flavor the yellow one is. Can't tell. I need to eat one of them. Then I'll be able to tell. So I have yellow gummy bears, I have orange, and I have red, which is strawberry. And I don't have green because my son ate all of the green ones. I told him that Carp doesn't like green apple. I don't like green apple for Carp. I'm sure it doesn't matter, they will eat it. I just don't like it. I don't know why. But when I have so many flavors, why use green apple? Because it's bitter. So my son ate all of the green gummy bears. I bought a big bag of gummy bears. I put it in the fridge and I told them it's just for Carp. You monkeys, don't you be eating my gummy bears. It's for Carp. Whenever I want to go fishing, that's the beauty of this gummy bear business. Whenever you want to go fishing, beautiful spot. You don't need to worry about hook bait. The plastic, I always have plastic corn. It sits even in the Carp tackle box. And you get a few gummy bears for flavor, and you're done. 12 months a year. You don't need to go buy fresh corn from the store. You don't need to go buy boilies that expire. The boilies do expire. You always have combining gummy bears with fake corn. You have hook bait 12 months a year. Let's rebait this one too. Let's rebait this one too. Once the contractor is done, we're going on a trip to Dale Hollow, folks. We're going on a trip to Dale Hollow. Maybe I'll try to sleep there just one night. My kids want to come too. I don't know if all 4 of us can sleep on the bottom of the boat. That would be a little bit too much. If it's me, I can sleep. I don't need much. But my wife will bring the whole house. But sleeping in the boat is easier than on the bank. You need to set up tents. It's so much work. And here, all of the tackle, look, everything on the floor is empty. I pull out the seats and we sleep. That's it. See, this one has the yellow and nobody ate it. I'm hearing a bass boat. Let's change. The kids want to camp, but camping is a lot of work. Camping is just too much work, folks. Let's change it to, I don't know, to red. Not because red is better, but because we already had yellow and it didn't work. So let's change. Maybe red and yellow is easier to see because it pops. It pops better. I don't know. Sometimes you are trying to rationalize an arbitrary decision and you end up coming with ridiculous arguments. What do you think about yellow and red? Is it too obnoxious or is it gonna make a carp curious? Yeah, this rod feels, I hope the line is not compromised. It feels, look, when I pull how the tip goes down. Tip goes down because the line is not sliding smoothly. At least the first guide might need replacement, which I can change first guide pretty smoothly. Oh, we just cast it. Let's put this one in the water. Man, we just cast it. All we had to do is rebait. That's why I'm telling you, this rod sat there for 1 hour without a bite. I pulled it out and I cast it exactly on the same spot, but 5 feet to the left or 5 feet to the right. I don't know. Not exactly the same spot, I guess. Oh man, there is a tree there. We need to yank on this one very early. There is a tree there. There is a snag there. No, don't go there. Just come here. Oh, he's on the surface. I don't care. We have to yank on this one. We might lose this one because I have to really yank. He took too much line before I lift the rod. Okay, I think he went up like all the other fish. So from here on, I should be okay. I should be fine from here on. Bass boat with 2 gentlemen approaching. They're looking at me now with this big rod and big reel in the hand. Must be catfish. They are fishing for catfish in this lake all the time. This lake has everything except bluegill. It's full of bluegill too, but they are always babies. It has big catfish, big carp, big crappie. Okay, I think we're clear. He's not going up towards the main lake. He decided to go check the end of the cove first. I don't care. I stopped him short of the snag over there. There's one snag over there. As long as he's clear of the snag and close to the surface, we should be okay. Yeah, I think we're just fine now. By the way, on every ramp, if you want to fish this lake, it says catfish here has, I don't know, too much mercury or not, maybe TCB. I don't know what it says, I never read it, but there's some kind of consumption advisory. Don't eat catfish from this lake. Big sign, catfish with an X. Do not consume. People eat catfish from this lake every single day. They go with these jugs, they toss these jugs all around the trees and they catch these 3-pound channel catfish. And they eat everything. They eat everything. There is no telling people, there is no scaring them here in Tennessee. You cannot scare people in Tennessee enough to stop eating catfish. There is no such power. But that's exactly what I was talking about, folks. This rod sat here for 1 hour without a bite. I took it out, rebaited, cast right there again, but maybe 5 feet to the left or 5 feet to the right. Probably it was on a bad spot before, on some rocky bottom or something. And now I put it on a soft bottom where it's easy to be noticed. Oh, man. Man, these fish feel like freaking monsters to me, folks. And then they come here, 7-pounders. This one has been on the surface from the very first minute. I don't know if I snagged this one. I don't know how. The hook is on the bottom, but I keep snagging fish. I keep snagging them somehow. I think the hook comes when they're swimming like this with the pectoral fins, slips out of the mouth but slides down the body, and it gets another chance when it slides down the body if you have sharp hooks. Grabs the body a second time. So it's not like you snagged it when it was on the bottom. It came off the face. Okay, we're gonna see this one. Hey, knock on wood, today we haven't lost one carp. That will be the first live stream where I haven't lost. I lose a lot of them. Man, this one felt so big again, and it's not big, folks. I don't know why. I mean, it pulls so strong. Come and fight this carp and tell me it doesn't pull strong. Even if you're a catfish angler, I mean, it's pulling strong. Look at this rod. It's a medium heavy. By the way, if you're looking at these rods, let me give you some very useful information. The heavy power, I don't know who came up with this idea, is softer than the medium heavy. Guarantee you. Softer. It has better actually. I have the heavy powers too, I just never use them. If you want, I can sell you mine. Better blank, softer blank, better blank. He's not too small, but he's probably over 10. It's probably 11, 12, maybe bigger actually. Maybe bigger. Maybe bigger. Maybe bigger. What I don't like on the heavy power, amazing blank, amazing action, but they put these huge guides. The guides are like this. They don't tell you on the image when you buy them. The guides are like saltwater shark fishing. Like these big guides. All the way on the front. On the front is still huge guides. So I look ridiculous with this rod. I just hold it like this. And with these guides, like, what are we doing now? So they have this beautiful blank. I wish they put the exact same guides on the heavy power blank. It's nicer blank. It's more bendy than this one. But if you don't mind the big guides, I actually recommend the heavy power. If you're gonna put some huge reel with a big pit and you want the big guides, then go get the heavy power, nicer blank than the medium heavy. Medium heavy feels a little bit bass, feels very carbony and bassy. And the heavy power, I'm sure it's made with more glass and nicer bendy. 0 0 0 0. Let's weigh this one. Yobbly! Yobbly! Come on. Lock already. 15.35. 1 pound for the net, exactly as we measured already. Because it's only the head. I don't think this head weighs 1 pound. This kind of, it rounds up to a pound. I don't think, how can this carbon net weigh 1 pound? But anyway, even without the, even by subtracting one pound for the net, we're still with the biggest fish of the day here. 14.4. That's a 14.4. He flared his fins just for you guys. Now this is an older fish. You can tell he's older. Look at the scales, the color. He's still healthy fish, but this is an older fish. Good fight. Did he peel some drag on the takeoff? Yes, he did. But yeah, some of these fish I'm landing, they look, I told you, they look like a human in their 20s. They look white, silver, athletic, amazing. There's no way that fish that I weighed last time in the video, that was 19.75 pounds, there is no way that fish was at the end of its life. That fish was perfect. Round, tall, perfect colors, perfect scales. Okay, let's cast it right where we pulled this guy out of. Maybe it was the fact that we put a fresh piece of gummy bear. Which color gummy bear did we put? Now watch how gummy bears will spread on the YouTube. I see people using sweet potatoes now, using the Cheerios. People are using everything now. Catching on. I still have plenty of pack bait. I don't need to economize just yet. Which color gummy bear to put? I have only one piece of yellow, folks. left. So I'm gonna put the one piece of yellow, but this yellow, I don't know if I caught a single fish on the yellow yet. But let's not be superstitious. Let's put the yellow and chop up with the scissors some fresh gummy bear. This is what I'm throwing. Yellow and yellow. It looks the best, but I don't think I caught any of the 4 fish. I caught some on orange, I caught some on red. I don't even know what flavor is the yellow. I need to eat one of the yellows. Oh, I think that's white. So there is a white color too. There's white, yellow, orange, and red. All right, where did we cast this one? Right there. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Man, I'm gonna even take off my vest. I don't know where I'm gonna put the microphone without the vest. Kinda holds my microphone. Everything is rebaited now, I believe. Let me put this microphone here for just a second. Just a second. I'll be back. Just a second. Oh yeah. Got this guy on sale. Beautiful vest. One of these discount shops. I'm here, folks. I'm here. I'm here. You wash my hands from that last fish. Also, if you have sunblock on your hands instead of gloves, I don't think sunblock should be on your pack bait or on your lures. That's probably not good. Put the microphone here and let's chop up some gummy bears. We're out of gummy bears, folks. Can't fish without gummy bears. If you decide to use gummy bears with plastic corn in a video, do the right thing and give me some credit. Tell me, I saw this from iFish. Let's see if it works. And test it. And test it. Okay, and the orange. Oh man, there was some water in the cup, and now my hook baits are all slimy. They feel slimy because of the water kind of started dissolving them already. If you know what I mean, they have dissolved. Dang it, that's okay. Let me eat this piece. Lemon. The yellow one is lemon. That's why I can't catch nothing. I don't think carp are a big fan of lemon. Citrus. I don't think carp are... I've never seen lemon boilies. Brian Nordberg, this question is for you. Have you heard of lemon for carp bait? I've heard of a lot of carp baits, but no lemon. Actually, it tastes good. They should make a blueberry. This one, folks, I recommend it. 1 bottle for the whole day, no food, but drink 4 bottles of water with 1 bottle of this. It is full of antioxidants. Good for kidneys, good for cancer, good for everything. Blueberry. The fruit that is the most bitter is usually the healthiest. The fruit that is the sweetest, not healthy. Banana, not healthy. Sweet potato, not healthy. Green apple, healthy. Blueberry, healthy. Water, healthy. Okay, let's see what's going on with the chat. I kind of neglected the chat a little bit, which I'm sure will lower my engagement. Oh man, why is my screen so tilted? I apologize, folks. Oh my goodness. Why is it so tilted? I don't get it. Why is it so tilted, folks? Let me see now. Okay. How about now? See, I didn't check and it's so tilted. There we go. Oh man, I apologize for that. Beautiful. Now it's perfect. Oh, there we go. Right on time. Right on time. This one peeled line, but now it's not here. No, I'm gonna set the hook. He peeled line. Why are you pretending to be not here? Oh man. Now this one had yellow, red and yellow. I know this one. He peeled line, man. Murat asked, what do you recommend for scaring the channel catfish when you fish for carp? Because they can be rather pesky. It's one thing if you're catching 5-pound channel catfish and you enjoy catching them. But very often they're like 1-pounders and extremely annoying. And the best advice I can give you is they're more attracted to scent than carp. Use baits like fresh corn with no scents. Fresh corn, this is what I used for 20 years. Even today I would use it if I had it, but I can't go to the store every time I need hook bait. But fresh corn is amazing carp bait that doesn't have strong scent. Whatever scent it has, it's attractive only to carp and not to catfish. But if you use hook baits or pack bait that is full of flavor like strawberry jello, strawberry jello is an absolute catfish magnet. You cannot scare them away. That was the question. How do I scare them away so I catch only carp? You cannot scare them away, but you can help attracting them. Just don't attract them. Take it easy with the flavors. If you need a flavor, use sugar. Sugar is attractive to carp, but not so much to catfish. But don't use strawberry jello. Don't use any of these liver additives that they put in Europe. Murat. You might be from Germany, I don't know. Where do you live? Beautiful cast. Give me 5 minutes and that will be a fish. Which is the rod we haven't rebaited lately? The second one. Let's rebait it again. Yeah. If you want the channel catfish to stay away from, or any catfish, to not find, they're not gonna stay away. But if you wanna make it difficult for them to find your bait, let's refresh it just to put fresh piece of gummy bear. No strong flavors. Use fresh sweet corn. Use sweet potatoes. Use sugar, but no strawberry, no banana. Maybe this one had lemon. I have a feeling, yeah, it's completely empty. No, it's not completely empty. The strawberry is still here. Strawberry is still here. Okay, let's switch the strawberry. Strawberry, we caught fish on the strawberry, so we know it works. But I like to switch it up if no fish ate it there. Let's just change it. We can still put strawberry on the other rod. Okay. Where is the sun? Now the sun is still high. Opa, look at this. Look at this. I fixed the camera now. No, same thing. He pulled very hard, peeled some line. He peeled some line and the hook came off, came out of his mouth. That's what happened. The hook came out of his mouth. He was not hooked properly when he ate it. So now I have to rebait it anyway because I don't know if I have pack bait left. I don't know if I have gummy bear left on the hook. So we have to rebait that one. Okay, the bail is open. Where did I cast it last time? Cast it a little bit farther, I guess. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that will be swell. Oh yeah. And now let's rebait. See the other one, the same thing didn't. This one that I'm gonna rebait now. And this brown line, I can't see it, folks. This brownish water. But this one that's in my hand now, no bite for 1 hour. I pulled it out, rebaited it, cast it, and it hit right away. But it didn't get hooked. But if you don't notice this, that it didn't get hooked, if you don't notice this, you can sit and wait, and it's good to rebait it after this. The hook bait is still here, looks perfect actually. I'm not gonna touch it. Just gonna add some pack bait, cast it back on. One good thing is when you fish like me right now with the rod holders with a little bit of pressure on the drag is not very loose on purpose. Actually on two purposes. The first purpose is I want the rod to bend a little bit when he starts peeling drag, because it's just more enjoyable. Oh man, a bass boat is coming. It's just more enjoyable to see a bent rod. The other thing is when you have enough pressure on the line and the carp pulls, it sets the hook. The hook sinks into the meat. So even if you're not careful, if you're peeing from the front of the boat or you're reading notes on your phone, the hook will sink. The hook will sink and you don't have to worry about it. But if it's very loose, like with a bait runner, sometimes he's running with the hook in his mouth, but the hook didn't sink. Maybe if you have a 3-ounce feeder, that'll sink it. I don't use such heavy feeders. 1 ounce is enough for me. Let me use the clean. Now we are rebaited, but that bass boat, he's fishing the marina with live scope under the pontoons there. There's a lot of crappie there, but they're all dinks. I've seen them with my live scope, but I don't enjoy. I want to find fish with beautiful background, beautiful scenery. I don't see I don't need the fish anyway. See, he hit again. I just rebaited it, he hit again. See? Watch the tip if you can. He's here. He didn't give up yet. He didn't drop it yet. He didn't drop it yet. Now he's dropping line. He's coming towards me now. Yeah, he's still here, I think. I think he's still here. But sometimes you think too much. Let's set the hook and check. Yep, I was wrong. No, what's going on here? Unless he's all the way here. Is he all the way here? All the way by the boat? Jesus, he's behind the boat. Jesus. He's behind the freaking boat. Now this one will be complicated. He came all the way. This one will be, because of the anchor rope. How are we gonna do this one now? I have to submerge the reel under the anchor. You little bugger. You're gonna play like this with me. Okay. Okay. All right. I think the worst is behind us. Oi! Stop. I think the worst is behind us. Good thing I noticed it. I'm paying attention. Okay now. You guys still here? How many people? He's running for the weeds. That rod was all the way there. This fish made 100. No, that's not 100 foot. That's 100-meter run. Okay, he's in the weeds now. And this is only 8-pound line. This is 0.30. If I tell you how old this line is, nobody will believe me. All right. I have to go in the front because he's around the trolling motor. This fish did a full freaking 360. What are you doing, bro? What is with this Where you going now? Stop it, bro. Stop it. Man, he made a full freaking circle. Bro. Come on, bro. Folks, this fish, I don't know if this has happened on a video before. I don't know if this has happened. From there, went all around, made a full 360 around the boat. He's in front of me now. This fish is the fastest carp in Tennessee. He put on some miles like a freaking skipjack. That's the end of your journey, though. That's the end of your journey, brother. Your journey ends here. You're gonna see the inside of this net, and from there the bottom of my you're gonna see the bottom of my carp cradle. Very soft and still wet from the last customer. I believe you're gonna be reasonably comfortable with a nice look towards my engine. There we go. See that? What freaking spinner. I dinked my Daiwa Caudia into the water a little bit. I believe just the body. This is a small fish, but the smaller fish run faster than the big ones. The same with catfish. Everybody is getting the 40-pound line and the extra heavy rods to catch the 100-pound catfish, but the 100-pound catfish doesn't run, doesn't fight very good. You probably caught him 1 year before it was going to die. 40-pound catfish probably fights the best. Look at this carp. Beautiful catfish bait. Get out of here. Get out of here. What color did we cast on this one? I'm getting confused now. But I believe as long as it's not lemon, we're fine. I'm gonna go home and eat all the lemons. Maybe my daughter will. I know she likes lemons. My son will not touch lemon. Or veggies. Yeah. But my daughter will take care of the lemony. Maybe we should cast all 4 rods with lemon. See if we can catch a carp with a lemony. No, I'm not putting lemon. Call me superstitious. Call me superstitious. But I'm gonna put the orange. I think orange is the safest because I've been using orange for 20 years as a flavor in carp baits. Orange is amazing. Pineapple is amazing. Better than orange, but they don't make pineapple boilies, pineapple gummy bears. They don't know what. I guess kids don't like pineapple. And they are all around the kids. If the kids don't like pineapple, this one, the first one that we cast again, he pulled, now he slack, now he slack. This one is getting ready to say vzz. He's getting ready to go vzz. Watch the first one for me until I cast this. Oh, you guys watch it. It's gonna go vzz, I'm telling you. I know when a rod is about to go vzz. how to set this net to be here, yet out of the way. Okay, did I tell you this one when I cast it? Give me 5 minutes and this will be a fish. Yeah, I did. I told you. Give me 5 minutes and this will be a fish. And it was a fish. Okay, the bail is open. Bail is open. Oh my goodness. Give me another 5 minutes. I can catch them from the same spot all day. Just give me another 5 minutes. These Divacaldias don't sound very good. I just checked it. They have not one but 2 plastic bushings supporting the spool. Same like the Vadel. On the Vadel I replaced the plastic bushings with metal bearings. I don't care about the drag. It's smooth already. But the spool sounds so much nicer when it clicks on the drag, dun, 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 when it's resting on metal bearings instead of the plastic bushings. Just much better acoustics. I believe all of the rods are rebated recently. So, okay. Sit and wait now. Sit and wait. Man, colors are beautiful. Torches Zenin, is carp good for eating? Well, not for the average cook. The meat is like kind of oily and heavy like a tilapia, but at least tilapia doesn't have bones. Carp has so many bones. They have big bones, then they have medium bones, and then they have small bones. It's not for everybody to prepare carp, so you can just eat it. That said, I've seen videos of carp cooked in Japanese restaurant. They get most of the bones out, then they deep fry and the small bones melt, then they bread it, then they make these golden cubes out of the carp. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, if you see that video, how they cook carp in Japan, your mouth will water. I don't care if you never tried carp, if you only like crappie. The way they cook it with this sauce and the veggies next to it, oh, kind of hungry right now myself. Look at this color. So far so good, folks, but I'm missing my 20 pounder. Where is my 20 pounder? Oh, finally having time to rest. What's on your mind, folks? What's going on? You guys in the north, are you getting ready for carp, for ice fishing already? I need to make an ice fishing float. I am from NL. NL. You got me. Where is NL, buddy? What is NL? Netherlands? What is NL? North Lancaster? I don't know. Netherlands. Oh, I guessed it. Hey, that was my first guess. That was my first guess. Thank you very much. Wow, Netherlands, Germany. What was the other country today? All kinds of viewership. Netherlands, what is the most popular game fish in Netherlands? Is it zander? Oh man, pike is just a nuisance. All they do is swim away with Japanese jigs in their mouth. Bad for the fish, bad for everybody. Is zander the most... By the way, it's not the camera shaking, guys. The boat is shaking right now. There is a tiny wake from a bass boat that passed. That's not my camera this time. We have about no more than 1 hour of fishing left because I gotta get out of here. Last time, let me tell you a story. I knew I was leaving too late, but the bite was amazing. It was better than now, and today is pretty good. And I got 2 carp at the same time, the last 2 rods. I didn't even want to fish, but both of them peeled off at the same time. By the time I land both of them and close the video and wash the net and get it, it was already 6 o'clock. The sun was already behind the trees over there. So I had to drive slowly because it got too dark. I couldn't get to the ramp with daylight, so I had to drive slow. I get there, and with my luck, a guy with a brand new truck but very old pontoon is fixing his freaking trailer on the ramp. One of his bunk boards just completely fell off the trailer. So now he can't even pull the trailer out like this one. Okay. Yeah. So now he's fixing his freaking trailer, and I'm already too late in the dark, but you can't be the jerk who, sees somebody in trouble and you want to tell him, come on, dude, move your pontoon. I need to get out of here. He cannot move nothing. So I have to wait. I'm holding the light. I'm trying to see what's going on. Then I told him, listen, dude, if you just want to get home, I have duct tape. I did it once. I got home safe. I gave him a whole brand new roll of duct tape. He duct taped it. He pulled it out. I left. Did he get home? That I don't know. But I don't want such adventures. I don't want such adventures today. So I'm committed to put the boat on the trailer with some daylight. Man, this one went all the way in the weeds again. What is with this fish? From there, Come on, bro. Get out of there. Can't look into the sun either. Yeah, I don't like adventures. When I was young, I was afraid of nothing, let me tell you. I was not even afraid of death. I was not afraid of the police. I was not afraid of nothing when I was. You couldn't scare me. But today, no. I don't like adventures. I don't like any kind of risk. I don't enjoy risk. This is coming from a guy who had. I had my share of risk when I was young. Let me tell you. I had my share of risk. Don't want no more risk. I don't enjoy the adrenaline from risk. I want adrenaline from carp. That's it, as far as I go. Man, I told you guys, the fall is amazing time of the year to catch big carp. But all I'm catching today, we caught that 114-pounder and that was it. All I'm catching today is, these are small fish for this lake. This is the fish I was catching in Illinois on Fox River in Elgin. If you want to catch a carp, in Illinois, and you just know that you're not gonna blank, just go to Fox River in Elgin and just throw the line just anywhere in the water. So much carp there in that river. That's pretty much all that the bass and the catfish there eat. All they eat is, there's no bluegill in that river, nothing. All that the catfish and the bass eat is baby carp. The carp spawn every year. In the spring there's millions of baby carp in the grass. And the flathead and the smallmouth, all they do is eat baby carp. Hey, he ate the... Yeah, hey, we got a fish on the lemon, folks. It's in his mouth. Look, it fell off the hook, but it's in his mouth. A fish on the lemon, just because that was the last piece. A fish on the lemon. One for the lemon, I guess. Am I gonna put another one on the lemon? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, why not? I was afraid before, but now that we caught one. Alright, fine, let's put one more piece of lemon. Let's put one more piece of lemon, I guess. This carp is small, but it's fat. Interesting that I'm catching fat fish, which is typical for the fall, but you're also catching, usually the big fish are coming to the bank to have one more meal before the winter, and you can catch some big fish that in the summer don't come out. But I haven't caught anything big today. We still have 50 minutes. Hopefully we catch 120-pounder. Aja? Okay. Cast this guy back in the water. I will tell you one secret. If you want to cast farther, don't put freaking 3 ounces of pack bait. It's not gonna go very far. This one didn't go very far. I wanted it to go a little farther. Oh, you don't know. You don't know, maybe it will work. But I did want to cast like another 10 feet, 20 feet out there. Okay, little buddy. He's small but pretty. And he is tangled. How did you grab my net with every fin? How did you do that, buddy? Wondering if the carp can hear me washing the net all the way over there. Hopefully they cannot. I think we finally found a good place for the... Look how fat this fish is. Look, small, but look how fat. I don't know if you can see the belly. Can you see the belly? Look how fat. He's small but fat. He's eating well. He's eating well. But where's my 20 pounder? Come on, one 20 pounder. If I catch a 20 pounder, I'm ending the video on a high note. Oh man. I want to save this kind of memory forever, folks. Just absolutely perfect weather today. Air temperature is perfect. The water visibility is perfect. The UV I checked were low, so you don't even need sunscreen. The pollen is low, so I don't have headache from the allergies. The background is amazing because of the fall leaves. Everything is perfect right now. That's right, and fishing with jig heads is so easy to go fishing spontaneously. Like, you need a pack of jigs and some plastics, like a pack of trout magnets that can sit anywhere in your car, in your garage, and you can decide and just go fishing spontaneously. It's not like carp fishing. Carp fishing, you have to make the pack bay, you have to load the boat with all of this gear, then you have to wash, because there is no smell like carp smell. Okay, buffalo is worse, but it's just a lot of work, carp fishing. And even fishing with live bait, worms, jig heads and plastics. I used to do this for 2-3 years. I was absolutely crazy about ultralight fishing. I abandoned carp fishing. But I'm going back to carp fishing now. I abandoned catfishing now. I gotta go back to catfishing too. If I could fish both days of the weekend, but you cannot. You have some work to do. Sometimes one of the days the weather is bad. I would love to have one day for panfish and the other day for carp or catfish. But I have to go for panfish first. I have to go for panfish first because panfish is more itchy. And yesterday I was on Tennessee River, caught a bunch of crappie. And I feel good, I feel satisfied. Today I can come here and enjoy a good day of carp fishing. Oh man, you didn't get fishing license? That's the smallest. Although I think I've been caught without fishing license once too. Not because I don't buy it, but they put it in the middle of the year. March 31st. I think one time I didn't get a fine, but they told me, dude, it expired. But most people, when they see you with, I don't know, if you have like a 20,000 boat and 10,000 in electronics and 2,000 in fishing tackle, who's gonna buy all of that tackle and try to save $30 from a fishing license for the whole year? When you need, like, if you want to tow a boat with a truck, you need like freaking $30 just for gas. Every time you go fishing, you have to pay $30 for gas. My God, so beautiful. So beautiful. Bosnia and Herzegovina, what kind of fishing do you do? I don't recognize your name from my comments section on ultralight videos. Are you a long-time subscriber? Or you just randomly saw this video and you clicked on it? Man, a lot of European viewers today. Hopefully this lake looks the same until I die. It sounds bad, but I don't want them to cut the trees and build some freaking subdivision there. That's the problem, folks. Everything is chopped down to build freaking subdivisions. Come here, buddy. Come. I lost you last time. I'm not gonna lose you this time. Or I will lose you this time. Did I lose you? Are you here? I lost it again. Man, I set the hook, he was still pulling. How did I lose this fish again? I don't know if I should count this as a loss. I never felt it, but he pulled so good. I didn't wait for him to spill, pull drag. I set it right away and still nothing. What color is this? I don't know. It looks like lemon also. Man, last two fish on lemon. Interesting. But it's kind of dissolved. I'm gonna refresh it with a fresh piece of what? Let's put a fresh piece of orange, man. Oh, this is the size 2 hook. Man, how did I lose him on the size 2 hook, folks? We have the gap. The gap is open. I don't know how we lost him on the size 2 hook. I understand if you can't catch it, but once you catch them on the size 2 hook, you don't lose very many once you catch them. Actually today, folks, this is like the perfect amount of action. Some days you get 2-3 rods go out at once and then 1 hour of nothing. But today I've been catching one fish at a time, and they're properly spaced out. I can sit on the chair for 5 minutes. It's perfect today, the amount of action. Where did I cast it last time? I forgot. Oh my goodness. Schlapped. Schlapped. Oh my goodness. See, this one sounds nicer just because the spool is sitting on two metal bearings. 11 by 7 by 3. I bought a bunch of them. I'm gonna put two in my Caldias as soon as I get home. Next time they're gonna be singing. All right. Come on, folks. Tell me what's going on. Those who are watching from United States, what states do we have here? What do you fish for in Bosnia and Herzegovina? Carp? Do you know what is karakuda? Do you know what is karas? Do you know what is karas? Virginia, North Carolina. Now, Todd Weller, I know from somewhere. Did you buy jigs from me? Todd Weller sounds familiar. Maine. There you go. You guys are sneaking. Mr. Truly 41, do I think I remember you from somewhere? I can't remember where. Maybe not. No, babushka, no. No. We have babushka in Bulgaria too. Babushka is different fish. Babushka is like a roach, also known as, well, it's not known, it's their cousins, not the same fish, but in the United States we call them golden shiners. Červenoperka. Babushka is not karas. Karas is the smaller cousin of carp. They call it F1 carp, but F1 carp is not karas. Karas is the Russian name. Karakuda in Bulgarian is karakuda. We have babushka too. I love, to tell you the truth, this is what I used to catch in Bulgaria the most. Babushka with a tiny float and size 12 hook on a 1 grain of wheat. I would boil wheat. Babushka love wheat. I would boil wheat until the grain pops, and I would take one popped tiny kernel of wheat, put it on a size 12 hook, and fish with a small float. So I had fished with floats similar to the ones I'm selling today. I fished with very similar floats 30 years ago. Gosh, I'm getting old. I knew. I remember Todd Weller. No? Babushka. Babushka means I forgot, what does it mean in Russian? Does it mean grandmother? Or does it mean a girl? In Bulgarian it means grandmother. But in Russian, I think babushka meant something else. I used to live with a Russian roommate learned a little bit of Russian, but then I forgot it. One more 20-pounder. Where are you? Do I need to rebait any rods? I don't know the Latin name. There you go. There you go. I don't want to use his name. This guy. What a name. What a username. Dude. Look at his username. He did provide a proper name for Karas though. Oh man, there's no more boats, but the wakes keep coming. This is why you need slack on your line if you fish from a boat. From the bank is different. But if you fish from the boat, you need slack. So when the boat is moving, you're not pulling the bait on the bottom. False god. What is another word for false? Gosh dang it, I hate... Am I old already? I hate when my brain is searching for words. I hate it. 45, 46, you're already old. That's crazy. Joe Payne. I remember Payne from somewhere. Delaware. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. You know, folks, can you believe that your intelligence was probably the highest when you were 21 years old? 22, 21. Not knowledge, but intelligence was probably the highest when you were 21 or 22 and you didn't know anything about the real world. But that's when you were the smartest. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, folks. I used to play chess. I used to take IQ tests. Man, 21, I didn't know anything about anything, but my highest scores, 21 years old. Later I studied chess theory, I learned e4, c5, Sicilian defense. I left for e4, e6, French, c3, I learned f5. I learned so much chess theory, but instead of going higher, my chess rating with age went down. Like the more you learn, the lower my rating. But when I was young and stupid, didn't know any theory, but my brain was calculating combinations so fast, my highest rating. Yep. After 24-year-old, basically. This reminds me of one, have you noticed how, let me say it very gently, without getting into politics, there are no funny sitcoms anymore. Tell me one sitcom that's funny these days. You don't want to offend anybody. Well, then it's no longer funny. But I was watching Rules of Engagement. I'm not the show, but whatever I watched it when I was younger. But I watched some excerpts that are like 2-3 minutes. You can watch these on YouTube. Once you click on one of them, 200 will follow. But Russell, that short guy, he had a very young girlfriend, and his friends are asking him, I don't know, I forgot the story. How old is she? And that's too young. How old is the other girlfriend? I don't know. I forgot the whole story, but his joke was like the other girlfriend was obviously too old for him, even though she was only like 30. But that's too old for 35 or something. And he was like, he was like 40, 50. Who cares? After 30, after 30, they're all the same, or something like this. Like after 30, you're already too old. But that's so kind of offensive. But you kind of miss humor, miss poking people. You watch these shows today, just boring. What are people gonna watch 20 years from now? $5 folks. Should I rebate something? What do you guys think? Man, the weather is just too perfect. The weather is just too perfect. A little bit of wind. Which one to rebate? I think the one all the way on the left. We have not touched in a long time. Let's put a fresh gummy bear on that one. Let's put a fresh gummy bear on that one. 5:30 p.m. Central, folks. We have a hard stop. Because I ain't driving in the dark. I ain't loading the boat in the dark. My trailer is old. I don't want adventures. Maybe even 5:20. Well, this one is completely empty. No pack bait. No gummy bear. No nothing, folks. Somebody cleaned it out. No, nothing on this one. Let's put strawberry. Let's put some strawberry on this one. And make one last cast with it. Make one last cast. I don't see carp jumping. Why they're not jumping? We caught plenty of fish. We missed a few. Those of you who didn't catch the beginning, I used a jar of sweet carrots. I used a jar of sweet carrots to mix my pack bait today. I always use a jar of sweet potatoes, sweet carrots, or cream sweet corn, some sweet veggies to mix my pack bait for extra flavor. Okay, this one all the way on the left, but where? Over there. All right, I got it. Let's go. Ovale! Perfect. There's gotta be a carp there. There's got to be at least one carp there. Sometimes they pull and they eat it and you don't see it, folks. You have to, in United States, rebait every hour. I forgot which of these did I cast second. Maybe rebait this one anyway, because we have only 30 minutes. Now I'll give it 10 more minutes and I'll rebait the one all the way on the right. So what do you fish for in? You told me what fish you have, but what do you fish for in Bosnia and Herzegovina? Trouts. I know Bosnia and Herzegovina is very mountainous, right? So you have a lot of creeks, rivers. Good for trout fishing. Trout fishing is very picturesque, beautiful, satisfying, but the trout is kind of small. Every now and then, you want to go catch a big fish. My phone didn't die today. What a beautiful day. Maybe just 20 more minutes, folks. Maybe just 20 more minutes. Let's rebait this. Let's catch one more carp and we're gonna call it a day. Let's rebait this one. To know we have fresh. This one, it didn't go far enough when I cast it because I put too much pack bait. It was very heavy and I couldn't sling it. I couldn't sling it. It also has the lemon. Let's put orange gummy bear and put it in the right location. Give me the orange. Yep, give me the orange. Yep, let go, man. They stick together. Give me the orange piece. Let's put it on. Let's put a small piece of pack bait so we can cast farther. Okay. I think that will do. Let's go for it. Oh yeah. If he doesn't hit there, they just left. Look how perfect is everything. Look at this. I don't know if I noticed the live stream, even with good internet, is only 720p. There is no 1080. There is no 1080p live stream. I wish, guys, you could see this in 1080p. That's why it's better to do like an uncut video, but you can shoot the video in 1080p or 4K or whatever you want, higher definition. You can shoot the video in higher definition, then upload it at home. Yep, this one is biting. But then when it's not live, it's different, because if you don't catch fish, you don't upload it. When you're live streaming, you can't hide nothing. It's live. See, there is fish biting, and I see that sometimes they nip, the tip goes a little bit, which is not carp. The only thing I can think of is turtles. Turtles or small channel catfish. Exactly, Joy Pain. Exactly, buddy. It looks like a beautiful oil painting. Yep. What a way to articulate it. That's how I feel, but I couldn't articulate it like that. Exactly what it looks like. £3 trout, but is that really common? Unless this trout is living in some big lake and they come from the big lake up the rivers, I can't see a trout growing in a stream up to £3. I moved to Tennessee for the safety of my kids mainly because Chicago was not safe for kids anymore. But for many other reasons, I had to move somewhere because in Chicago, we couldn't afford the property taxes. We could afford a house. Well, the kids are babies, we could still live in a small place, but the kids were growing up. We have to move to a place with more space. I could afford the payments on a $500,000 house in Chicago, the mortgage payments, but not the property taxes. The property taxes they can be like $17,000 on a $500,000 house. And $500,000 house is something small, by the way. Maybe 2,300 square foot. That's it. So yeah. And I hated everything else in Chicago too, just everything else. You pay so much property tax, and then you have to pay income tax on top of that, and then you already paid income tax and huge property tax, and you have to pay 10.5% sales tax. And now that's not enough also that you paid all of these huge taxes, but you have to pay $185 per license plate every year. One for each car and one for the trailer on the boat too. Everything with wheels needs a license plate with $185 per year. So you have like $500 per year just for the license plates. Then they have a million small taxes for everything. For everything. Just taxed to death, and then Chicago with all of this money is bankrupt. It's completely bankrupt. Yeah, all of this money is going to school boards. The schools never see it. It goes to school boards, to pension plans. A lot of mafia and parasites. A huge chunk of the people lives on some kind of parasitic life, just living off of government pensions or something. And I got tired of paying, of feeding them. And Tennessee we checked many states, by the way. We checked Florida, Texas, Kentucky. But Tennessee has such charm. I just love driving around. Fishing is not as good as I thought though. There's plenty of fish, of course, if you have a live scope. But I can tell you, if you want to catch small crappie, it's much easier in Illinois. In Illinois, I will tell you, it's easier to catch small crappie. There is a bunch of small lakes. Did you see what happened again? How many times the same thing happened today? Just rewind this video. The rod didn't bite for an hour. I pulled it out and threw it back in, and just 5 minutes later it hits. It's the rebaiting that triggers the bite. It's pointless to sit and wait. If the feeder didn't land on a good spot, you're wasting your time. Just rebait more often. Just rebait more often. Feels like a good fish too. I'm gonna take my time because I don't know if I'm gonna catch another. I probably will because when I start leaving, they all start to go off all at once, every time. When you're leaving, maybe it's the best time of day. The water is probably the warmest now. Because we got a little bit of... The water in the morning was pretty cold here, folks. I was wearing this thick vest. It was cold in the morning. 4 p.m., 5 p.m. in the evening, warmest water. Yeah. I'm telling you, especially I know I have a lot of senior citizens, subscribers. So many people sent me emails. After 30 years, I start fishing again. After 20 years, I start fishing again because of your videos. It's not always, but they don't have boats because, not because they can't afford it, but it's not easy for a senior to hop on and off the trailer of a boat. And even if you can hop, it's just too much work. It's not worth the... So they like to go out for a couple of hours and walk around the bank. But I'm telling you, it's not easy to catch crappie every time. But you gotta learn. I gotta do some kind of super beginner tutorial about carp fishing. You gotta try carp fishing, folks. I'm telling you, you gotta try carp fishing. Because it's not always like crappie will come to the bank twice a year for 2 weeks each time. That's it. The rest of the time is difficult for crappie. Bluegill, yeah, you can find all year. Bass all year. But it can be boring. Ultralight fishing from the bank is not easy. But carp, you can fish as long as the water temp is over 50. I can guarantee you can catch carp from the bank. I guarantee you. And because you fish not ultralight, but you're casting heavy feeders from the bank, you can always cast close enough to a carp. And you can put some alarms for some sound and catch a big fish. I don't know, if I one day retire and I can't fish from a boat anymore, carp fishing will probably be 70% of my fishing. Not because I like it more than ultralight fishing, but ultralight fishing from the bank can be difficult. On lakes. On rivers and streams, you can always reach them. Because where they're gonna go? The whole river is 100 yards wide. You can always reach the fish from this bank or the other. Beautiful, beautiful carp to end a beautiful day, folks. Beautiful carp to end a beautiful day. No headache today. I feel so crisp. I feel so crisp. I can take a freaking SAT test right now. I feel my brain is very crisp and sharp right now. Because of the kind of the air it's amazing right now, folks. It is amazing. Young feller over here. Huh? Did you like the orange? Oh no, that rod had the strawberry. Did you like the strawberry? How did I now grab the... Oh, you didn't like the strawberry. I can still see. See, I did not lose even one piece of fake corn. You can fish with the same fake corn all year. As long as you keep swapping the gummy bears for flavor. It's not even just for flavor, but when you have two different colors, it's it pops a little bit on the bottom. You have a little bit of contrast. So the carp can notice it, and curiosity. Carp is, by the way, when it's not scared, when there is no boats, or big catfish to scare it, it's really curious. I've seen these underwater cameras. He likes to come and see. He sees something, it doesn't even look like food, but hey, let me see what this tastes like. He will suck it up and spit it out. He will suck stuff that he doesn't want to eat just to taste them. Of course, with gummy bears, if you suck it up to see what it tastes like, it's already too late to spit it out. But they're very curious fish. In England, they put very often hook baits with different colors, just so it's easier to. It kind of pops up. It's easier to notice. It's like making a jig head sometimes. Or lure with my favorite trout magnet is gold and black. Only gold, it's not gonna pop. Only black, it's not gonna pop. Maybe it will pop, but when gold and black in the same lure, now you have a line of contrast. It's just easier to see. Here's the last fish of the day, folks. Wow, we ended the day with a high of 14.5 pounds. A little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. That's not much for this lake. Now, for my home lake in Illinois, I think I had a whole year without a 14-pounder. I fished only Fox River. You can fish Fox River for 5 years and never catch a 14-pounder. The only 14-pounders in Fox River are flathead catfish and nothing else. Let me show you the last fish, folks. Look at this beautiful little guy. Look at the tail. He's unharmed, don't worry about it. Look, very curious.